What's good, everybody? Y'all already know what it is, man. And you guys know what time it's going to be. Y'all hit that like button, share this video, like this video, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will get updates whenever I release video content on this channel. And also shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Of course, salute to my brother A Weapons. He represent Midlife Music forever. And we definitely are going to get into this show tonight. Episode 1, man. Real pro ballers, man. And I have, as you guys already know, we were doing the show together. My brother had some things to take care of. And we did that. And now we back locking like a cutoff stocking, baby. And so we're going to be here to bring this to y'all. And I hope that you guys enjoy the treats that we're going to have for you guys. Before I introduce him again, I just want to let you guys know we appreciate all of the super chats, cash apps, and PayPal donations that will be sent during the show. We will shout you guys out during the show. If y'all have questions for anybody, the NBA players, or anybody that's on the panel, the NBA guests that we'll have on the panel from episode to episode, just send them in the chat. Also, man, again, Chris Copeland, man, former NBA basketball player. You guys already know New York Knicks, Milwaukee Bucks, Indiana Pacers, New Orleans Pelicans. Y'all already know what it is, man. Cope, what's up, baby?
What's happening, brother? Good to see you.
We back at it again, man. I mean, the last time we left, this is episode 1, baby. So we got a new show. And like I said, y'all hit that like button. Y'all share this. Y'all share this show and let them know what's up. Go ahead, dog.
It's good to be back, bro. Coaching now, got a new baby. That was part of the delay for anybody that was curious as to what happened when I had to disappear for a little while. I have a newborn. Very blessed, man. Living a very blessed life. And I'm back with Ticket. Happy to be here, bro.
Yeah, they act like they don't know who the Ticket is, man. They act like they don't know who the Ticket. They better find out, man. Known in a lot of circles, baby. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
High level at all times.
100%.
I don't think they know, dog. And you know how I get down. I've been like this since day one. There ain't nothing gonna change.
Since kids.
Since day one. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
When you get into this business, they want to change you. They want to change you up. They want you to, you know what I'm saying, dog? They want you to be what they want you to be. I decided to go a different route and be who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You know, I like, actually chopping it up with guys like you and just the guys we grew up around. I love chopping it up with you guys because you soak up knowledge being around guys who's in the game. You understand what I'm saying? Who've been around the game, in the game, knee deep in the game, and who have done this at the highest levels, man. And so everybody that's in here, man, we will be getting you guys those guests that y'all want. Some of those top personalities y'all seen on TV. I shout out to my boy Chris. We actually had Chris Broussard on here before, and I want to get him back because I have some questions I still want to finish asking him. He weaseled. Chris Broussard, you weaseled your way out of here last time. You got lucky. You got lucky last time. That was a good thing. Shout out to Chris Broussard, man.
Yeah, that's the family. But I wanted to give you your flowers. I gave them to you, off the record, between you and me. But I'm really proud of the work you put in. For anybody who doesn't know, like he really takes this grind very serious. His real research. I'm locked in even when I'm holding the baby, burping and listening to you go. I'm proud of you, the work you put in, bro.
They say I be capping, man. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, he just be capping. He be saying anything, man. They don't really understand, bro. I've been knee deep in this thing since we came out the sandbox. You know what I'm saying?
You work your ass off, man. I salute you. Big time.
Man, I appreciate you for that, man. Let's get started with the show, man. I want to start off, man. I was very critical, and I don't know if you heard this now, but I was very critical of the New York Knicks trade, the former team you played for. I was very critical of a trade they made because I thought they gave up too much to get a player. Now they gave up, RJ Barrett, who was a lottery pick, young stud on the team, and they also gave up another young uprising guy, and Emmanuel Quickly. They gave him up, and I thought that was just too much, along with a second-round pick to get the big fella named Precious, and then they also got the main guy, OG Anunoby from the Toronto Raptors. Now, OG, he's not a star. He's not a superstar. He's a very good role player. But to me, you're going to give up 2 starters because those 2 guys now are starting for the Raptors, Quickly and RJ Barrett, and they won their debut 2 Of course, the Knicks won their debut with OG Anunoby. He had 17 points, like 6 rebounds, and he fouled out, but they won. RJ Barrett, he had a great night. He had 19 points, 9 rebounds in his debut with the Toronto Raptors. And so my thoughts and my question to you is, bro, I feel like the Knicks made a dumb trade. I felt like if the Knicks was going to give up RJ Barrett, who was a top pick, and all these other guys, I thought that you should get back in return high-level, high-caliber talent, man. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't want to take away from. I don't want to say his name wrong either, but he's he can play. But I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't like that trade either. I thought RJ, and I like Quickly a lot too. So I'm really curious to see how they put it together. I'm sure they got a plan over there. They got good guys, but yeah, I didn't see it. I was like, what? I mean, that one kind of threw me. I'm not gonna lie. But we see how they put it together. I don't know. It's still too early to call it to see if it was a good move or not.
Yeah, well, I listen. Here's my thoughts right here. Right, I'm not giving you 2 starters or 2 guys who would potentially start for a role player that's that has an expiring deal that he has a player option after this season. OG has has a player option after this season, so he can just leave and walk away if he wants. And then you lost all 3 players for nothing, plus the draft pick.
Well, sometimes that's the play. They try and free up space so they can go get who they're really trying to get.
But who they gonna get? Who was the Knicks gonna get?
I gotta see who's available this summer.
They got these pipe dreams for the Knicks, but the last superstar that they got was Carmelo. And before that was Amari Stoudemire. And Amari got hurt. Melo, you guys were working on something, and then Melo hurt his shoulder, I think. When you guys are I think the Indiana series he got hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, here's my thing about that. Like right now, I think the Knicks are obviously in a place where, they're having some success, and I feel like they're trying to make moves that I think they're like 1 or 2 pieces away from being a real contender. Jalen Brunson.
No, we ain't gonna say that. No, they're 1 or 2. They need a superstar.
Jalen is for real, bro. I'm not saying they championship count. I'm just saying with the right 1 or 2 pieces, they got a really good core right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know what the summer. I don't know who's available this summer. It's like we're gonna have to see, but I think they got a really strong, core right now with Jalen and Julius, and some other pieces. I think Hart's still there, right?
Yeah, he's still there, bro. But that ain't
they got good pieces. No, I'm just saying they got a nice core, and like you said, he frees up this summer. That frees up some space for them to make some moves. So I think it's a longer play. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me, which I understand. I like Quickly. I like RJ. I might have did it differently, but we'll see.
Yeah, because they put Schroeder to the bench. They immediately put him to the bench for Toronto and started Quickly immediately. See, Quickly's going to expire on a deal too. I think they're going to try to re-sign Quickly, and everybody will say, "Hey, man, the Knicks don't want to re-sign Quickly." I'm like, "What the hell wrong with them?" Like, you would want to re-sign Emmanuel Quickly. That seems like it's something that you would want to do. Why wouldn't you want to re-sign a guy that to me, Chris, I don't know how you feel about this, bro. I don't want to draft players and then watch other people like them flourish in other systems. Like, for example, they took Obi Toppin as a lottery pick. Didn't even watch him flourish, and now look at him in Indiana. Rick Carlisle hasn't come up the bench. Right. You see what I'm saying? But you're watching the talent you drafted grow somewhere else because you didn't build that, bro. Like, how you feel about that?
I mean, I'm a Knicks fan at heart. You know what I mean? So it's I'd like to see them figure it out, but I think it's a longer play. Like I don't think this is one of those things that, they make the trade and then all of a sudden I think they're trying to make a play for the summer. And they've been trying to do that for some time. And I think with Jalen, again, they need like something else. I don't know. I don't really know what they're looking to do, but for sure just looking at it on the surface is a play for the summer, I think, for next year. That's what it looks like, a long-term play.
Okay, so so you don't like the trade. I don't like the trade.
I don't like the trade. No.
I don't think it helps.
But I understand it. If that's the move, I understand it. That means they all in on Jalen.
They keep saying it's going to another move though, bro.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So like, if it's a longer play, the move by itself.
But what's the other move?
We gotta see. We gotta see.
But they don't. But you gave up your assets. They didn't want to give up RJ Barrett to get Donovan Mitchell, bro. But you're gonna turn around and give him up to go get OG Anunoby? Come on, bro. That don't make no
Again,
sense to me.
again, I didn't see it.
And you're gonna give up quickly. Yeah. So that's why the deal with Donovan Mitchell didn't go down. They didn't want to give up RJ Barrett to get Donovan Mitchell, a superstar.
That's my understanding too.
A leader of a team, a guy who's averaging almost 30 points a game. You didn't want to do that to go get him, but you did it to go get OG. It makes no sense for me, bro. And I told these dudes OG was garbage. He wasn't as good. I ain't gonna say garbage in the league, but he ain't as good as
he ain't garbage.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna disrespect, but he ain't as good. Yo, cut it out. He ain't as good as people making him out to be, in my opinion, bro. Like they're making him out to be something that he's not. He's not gonna be a star level player.
Let me say this though.
Role player.
Let me say this, but that's good role players can get you over the hump. So you got to
the Knicks, bro. But listen, I know you played for the Knicks, but think about it. Since Carmelo Anthony went to the Knicks and was trying to get other superstars to come over there when he went over there. And the Knicks was fumbling, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but look, a good role one. I don't think this is the final move. I don't think so. But listen, what I'm saying. Listen, what I'm saying though.
Hold on. What is the other move though? Hold on. If you're not giving up RJ Barrett, and a deal to get Donovan Mitchell, who's a superstar, what the hell is the next move?
We're gonna have to see. It's still too early. Some things take time.
No. Here's my point. Who are you using to get to make the next move?
I understand what you're saying. I'm not going. But listen. I'm not gonna put it out there. But there's other things left on the table which could be traded.
Hold on. Time out. So you don't want to give up Jalen Brunson because you're trying to build with him.
You're definitely not touching Jalen.
Julius Randle, if you move him, you kind of hurting what you're trying to do by building on to what you got.
But if you move Julius Randle, I'm not saying that's what they're trying to do. But if you move Julius Randle, you can get a pretty good piece.
But he's a playoff dropper, so people may use that against you.
No, it depends on I don't know what they're trying to do. Let me be very clear. But I'm just saying you have some good pieces.
They think that with the 5 picks, they can go get Spidey with the guys they got. They can't, bro. And listen, let's say you give up Julius and get Spidey. It doesn't get you nowhere.
No, I don't think you would do that. I don't think you do that.
Hold on, Coach. It's not doing it with Cleveland right now. Spidey's on a well-rounded team in Cleveland right now. What's happening with that?
I'm not sure it's Spidey. I'm just saying
no.
It's another move has to be coming. Has to be another move coming.
Who else you gonna get? Zach LaVine?
I don't see that. I don't see that fitting either.
He's not going to take you where you want to go.
I don't see it fitting. I don't see it fitting. I don't know what they're trying to do, but just looking at it, I'm like, that has to be a long play. That has to be.
There is no long, but the Knicks been doing long plays for the last decade and a half, bro. And then none of them went down. Let's just be, bro, we got to keep it real. I don't want James Dolan to gang you out of the guard or nothing like that. But, bro, we got to keep it real, bro. What is a long, bro? You have to go make that deal, bro. You have to. They blew the chance to get Spidey. They should have got Spidey and not Cleveland. Let's tell the truth right now. They should have got Donovan Mitchell and not the Cleveland Cavaliers. You didn't want to give up RJ Barrett to get Donovan Mitchell, but you give him up to get OG?
I'll say this. A role player can take you a long way.
So hold on. But then
you never know.
Oh, okay. So let's say they keep OG, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they give up Julius. Who they gonna get in exchange for Julius? What big?
No, I'm saying maybe that's a piece to play with Julius.
But you know you're gonna need a big now.
They got Mitchell.
Who?
Mitchell Robinson.
He's hurt for the whole season. He's out.
I didn't know it was for the whole season. I ain't been watching him that close.
Yeah, and then he's injury prone every year. So forget him. You think that's a big man? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
I like Mitchell Robinson when he's healthy.
I'm not saying you don't like him. I'm saying, is he gonna win you the world championship?
You need pieces, bro. You need a bunch of pieces.
Come on. You missing my point, dog.
No, I understand what you're saying.
You keep saying you need pieces. Okay, cool. Look, you need pieces, right? No problem. Cope. What are we doing if we're giving up the pieces we need to get the piece that we need? If we don't know quickly, who are the pieces you need to get the pieces you need, which is a guy like Spidey or one of those guys? What are we doing?
It's too early. It's too early to hold them to this light. That's why I'm saying, like, you don't know what the next move is. Sometimes it's this.
Wait, hold on. So let me ask you a question. It's
too early to call it.
Does the next move, in your opinion, involve Julius Randle or Jalen Brunson?
I don't think they should do that just yet. No.
I'm asking you, but I ain't asked you that. I ain't asked you that. I'm asking you, do the next move involve Julius Randle or Jalen Brunson?
Well, I think Jalen Brunson isn't going anywhere.
Okay, so you think so? If it's involving Julius Randle, what do you think they can get back for Julius Randle? Just in your mind.
Julius is an all-star, you know.
Don't matter. He's a playoff dropper. Remember this now. He drops in the playoffs.
I think he's a hell of a player.
He drops
I think
in the playoffs.
If you want to make a move, you can get something nice.
He drops in the playoffs. I'm asking you. So what do you?
I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying none of that.
What do you think you can get for Julius Randle?
I don't know. Something nice. Again, he's an all-star, so I think you get an all-star caliber player.
I'm gonna say it again.
You can get an all-star caliber player. I'm not gonna say names, but I think you get.
What do you think you can get in the league for Julius? I'm asking you, what type of player you think
you can get an all-star caliber player, somebody that help Jalen get over the hump. If not Jalen, I think you try this out for the season and you see what happens.
Give me one guy you think you can get for Julius Randle.
I'm not doing names. You can say names, I'll talk about it, but I'm not gonna throw it out there.
Bro, it ain't no names. I'm not thinking of nobody that's available. I'm thinking like if you give up Julius Randle, you may be lucky to get like Tobias Harris in a first-round pick.
Listen. I think it's a longer play anyway. I'm not sure it's for this. I'm not sure it's for this season. Like you said, you know, he could possibly come off the books this summer, and maybe they make a run. I want to see who the free agents are this summer. I don't know how it's gonna. I gotta see the whole picture. It's hard to say.
Y'all come on in here. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all come on in here. We are back. I did this off the fly, so you guys didn't know we was coming in, but you guys know we back now. So pay attention. Anyways, let's talk about this, man. So in the news now, they're saying that the Miami Heat are interested in trading for Donovan Mitchell. So that was a piece that the Knicks was targeting. How would you feel do you even feel like the Heat have the pieces to get Donovan Mitchell without Jimmy or Bam involved in the deal? Because they couldn't get Dame.
Depends on how Cleveland feels about Donovan right now. So, I mean.
Hold on, tell me. What do you, bro, see, Coach.
How could they get Donovan? That's what I'm saying. It depends on if they trying to get rid of him or not. Like, if he's untouchable.
You're not hearing me, though. Listen, bro. We got to stop this, bro. Mm-hmm. They're just giving him away for a bag of cheese, Doritos, bro.
Nah.
So what we say, hold on. So I'm being honest with you. So what we saying is this, dog. So what we saying is that when we look at Donovan Mitchell, they're going to try to get an all-star player back, caliber player, right or wrong.
Yeah, or not all. It's not always about that. It's not. Sometimes it's
time on, man.
Sometimes
if I'm giving up Donovan Mitchell in his prime, averaging 30. So you just said you're trying to get back an all-star.
I said it's not always. I said it's not always about that. Sometimes about pieces. I said that.
What are you talking? So you hold on.
Sometimes about pieces. Sometimes.
Hold on, bro. Time out. Hold on.
You can't just put names together and it work. It doesn't work like that.
I'm asking you. Hold on. I'm asking you. And I ain't even talking about 3 times. I'm talking about straight up deal. Do you think that the Heat have even the pieces outside of Jimmy and Bam to get Donovan Mitchell?
1-for-1, no. But
I'm saying.
But could you put together a package that makes sense for both teams?
Let me name some names for you. Tyler Hero.
He's a beast.
But
I like Tyler.
Always hurt. See, I'm gonna keep getting at you, bro. Always hurt.
Okay. I like Tyler though.
Okay, me too. But he's always hurt. Tyler Hero. Then you look at also they got Jaime Jaquez Jr., the young guy, the rookie that's playing well for them. He's playing solid.
Yeah.
Then you got the tall head dude that can shoot threes.
I'm here with you.
I forget his name. He can shoot threes. I'm trying to think of his name, man. It's my boy. He don't miss.
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson. Yeah, Duncan Robinson.
Shooter.
Like those are the pieces outside of Jimmy and Bam. Like, bro, you couldn't even get Dame. So what make you think they're gonna get you Spidey?
I mean, again, I want to see how they put it together. It's hard to say, bro. I'm not in none of those conversations, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say. But I think I didn't know I'm trying to think where he would even fit in Miami.
Who? Like
Donovan with Jimmy. I don't know. I don't really see that one. I don't see that working.
I do because they need a bucket getter in Miami. They need a guy to get buckets inside Jimmy.
Jimmy's not a bucket getter?
No, Jimmy breaks down every time in the playoffs. Every time when you get to the biggest point, when you get to the biggest moment, he breaks down because he's worn out. Like
he hit some of the biggest shots in playoff.
You're not hearing me. I'm not talking, bro. You're not listening. When he gets to the finals, Jimmy wears down. He needs more offensive. He needs another guy that can create offensively.
I see where you're going with that. What
I'm saying is this. Bam is cool.
He could use some help. There's a difference between he falls off. Like, I ain't gonna say that.
Hold on. Bam is cool. He's a really good defensive player. He has a ceiling offensively, which is probably around 21 and 10, 22 and 10. That's a ceiling. His ceiling ain't Joel Embiid's ceiling, which is like 30 something and 12. See what I'm saying? Joel Embiid's ceiling is through the roof. I'm talking about where he can reach to the max. So with Jimmy, when you get to these points, he gets to the playoffs. Deep in the playoffs, you don't have any. Now you've already went through 3 rounds. You get to the finals. You're worn down. Teams are bogging down on you. And now you have shooters around you, but you don't have other guys who really create and go get off their own stuff. So that's why I say if you have Spidey with him or a guy like Kyrie Irving, now what that does is now I got another guy that you got to focus on this guy offensively. He can break you down. He can take the game over. So now you can't just put your whole game plan around me and wear me down. Because remember, Jimmy's playing both ways. He ain't playing offense. He's playing defense too. He's chasing the best players around. So that's going to wear you down. Going in the 7-game series playing against some of the best players in the world.
Yeah, he could use another piece for sure. I was just thinking about them two together, but I mean, when you talk about relieving some of the pressure, the scoring load, that makes sense. You put it like that. I can't argue that.
Right. Yeah. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So these are the things, like I said before, that we looking at. So when I say that, Coach, what I'm saying is this. I don't think Miami has the pieces to get those caliber players, because I think that if you're Cleveland, I'm not giving up Spidey and getting back role players. I'm getting up Spidey and getting somebody on his level or better, because I'm trying to contend and win. The Cavs are trying to win. They ain't trying to go back. So why would I give up Spidey and get role players or lesser guys when I already have good role players on the team with the Cavs? They already got good role players. You got Karis LeVert. You got the big fella Evan Mobley. You got the other big fella Jared Allen. You got all other role players on the team. The boy who came from Miami that's shooting the threes that plays for them now last year, that was starting for them last year, Max Struss. You got all these guys on that team. So why am turning around? You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me, not Max Struss. Max Struss left. But still, why am I turning around and doing it? Yeah, Max Struss is in Cleveland, my bad. Why am I turning around and doing a deal that doesn't get me back somebody on the same level as
because it's not always like that, bro. Like sometimes, and I wish I had examples ready. You know, we both doing this on the fly, but you got to think. Sometimes a all-star caliber player will bring in pieces that'll help those guys that's already there. You know what I mean? And Garland is playing at a high level, or has been playing. I don't know if he hurt. He might be hurt too every time I say a name. But Garland's playing at a high level. Jared Allen, solid. Mobley, really good. So I feel like they might be, sometimes you give up a Donovan to fit those guys. It's not always just like, all right, I got an all-star. I got to get another all-star. Sometimes you use that piece to fit whatever you got going on. So it's not always, man for man like that. It just depends. Depends on what they're looking at.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So, all right, cool. I just don't think – I disagree with you, bro. I'm not giving up. If I'm not getting back – I'm not giving you a superstar, and I'm not getting back a superstar. I got to get back.
You need a superstar. Sometimes
they need. Hold on, but the Cavs need one, in my opinion. I'm not giving up Spidey.
Again, it depends on how
they don't have. Hold on, they don't have another one. They don't have one. He's the only superstar they got. So why? He's not a superstar. He's a star.
I mean, and sometimes
you a superstar. And I ain't getting back a superstar, dog.
No, sometimes you get rid of the guy to free up another guy. If you know what I'm saying, like that. Look at even Philly this year, right? And I know it was a lot that came with that, but you see how Tyrese is having an explosive year. A lot more shots opened up. You never know, what that opens up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that you might want to free up Darius for even more shots, and more offense built around him, and you get the role players that's good with that. Sometimes I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm just saying.
Like, let me give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Well, I ain't gonna give you an example. I'll wait for that, and then we'll come because I want to talk about that a little later on. Mm-hmm. So, okay, we'll agree to disagree on that. All right. So now let's get to this situation, man. Draymond Green, man. Putting dudes in the headlock.
Next subject, man. Damn.
Reverse chokehold. Stomping dudes in the chest.
Oh,
punching
man.
teammates out in the face. Let me start right there. Let's start right there.
I can't comment, bro.
Let's start. No. We're gonna.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it, but I'm not.
No. We're gonna give it raw.
I'm not jumping.
We're not gonna listen. We're not gonna.
I'm not jumping on Draymond.
Listen, we're not throwing. No, you're not. We're not. You're not. Listen. You scared of Draymond too? Hold on.
No, we good. We good. Me and I'm good. That's why I'm not doing
I know
that.
Drake's your guy. I know. But listen, we're gonna touch this though. He's your guy. I know that. I know how he's your guy too. I don't rock with Drake, but I know you rock with Drake. It's cool. But let me say this, right? Shout out to Draymond Green. Right? All right, let me say this. Bro, you a funny cat, dog. Hey, so look, right? How many times, and you don't say no names. No names, no teams. How many times you seen stuff like that, what you seen happen to Poole happen in behind the scenes?
Oh, fights happen.
No, I ain't. Hold on.
Fights happen. I'm just saying fights happen.
Hold on. I know that. Come on. You know
what you want me to? That's the truth.
No,
fights actually happen. That happens. But a lot more. It's never supposed to see it though. You never supposed.
No. I'm with you. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm with you. We
that happens though. I'm gonna be 100 about that.
Hold on. We here. But listen to what I'm saying though. How many times? And I'm gonna say it again. Have you seen like that where dude just cold cock knocked out, period? No name said whatsoever. Don't say no names. I'm just asking you. Have you ever seen it like that, or was it just mutual all the time? Like, okay, let's go.
I'll be honest, I've seen mutual.
Right. It's been mutual. Like two dudes that wanted to go at it. So my point is this. Poole, he really didn't want to go at it with Draymond. He almost ended his career. Look, the tape wasn't supposed to get out. Now, you and I probably know why it got out.
Mm-hmm. Somebody was saying.
Yeah, but we know why. Yeah, we know why it got out. You know what I'm saying? We know why that tape got out. Because you want to put somebody on notice.
I was about to say there's other. Yeah, okay.
That you feel that you feel like you can't control no more. So we're gonna do something that's potentially gonna hurt your money, hurt your reputation, and probably try to calm you down, right? Because now, if this is revealed to everybody, people are going to start talking about you and saying certain things about you and putting certain aspirations, certain types of stigmas on you. Is what they're going to do, right or wrong?
I'm not saying that's what happened.
I ain't saying that's what happened. I'm saying, but that could be along the lines of why that type of tape would leak.
Could be. I'm not going to lie about that.
So now let's get to this, right? So the stuff on the court, though, right? Just stomping, kicking dudes in the sack. I was with him with the Rudy Gobert situation because I'm gonna ask you how you feel about this. I'm with Draymond on that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because don't grab my teammate. Grab your teammate. If we fighting, grab your teammate. Because if there's a fight between two teams, Coach, and I go and grab one of their teammates, it's gonna be like we trying to gang up on you now. Because now I got one of your teammates held back, and one of my teammates can fire off on this guy. You see what I'm saying?
No, I understand. Like when you see somebody grab your teammate, you know, you trying to diffuse the situation. I think it was, it was aggressive for sure.
Right. No, I'm saying, hold on. I agree with Draymond on that situation because I'm like this. You went and grabbed my teammate. No, go get your teammate, and I'll get mine out of it.
He's taking up for his teammates. And I think that part everybody understands.
Right now, here's the thing, right? He went too far when he dragged.
Yeah, it was aggressive.
When he dragged him 20 feet, that was some gangster. That was like Debo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that we know that part right there, right? So now you go from that to now you cold cock the dude out backwards. I'm talking about the windmill cold cock. And he knew he hit dude. You know what I'm saying? He was just frustrated, but he knew he was gonna knock him out. What do you feel like the Warriors gonna do with Draymond? What do you think? Not saying what you would do. I'm saying, what do you think the Warriors are gonna do? Because Steve Kerr came out, and this is what Steve Kerr said. Peep what he said now. He said when Draymond come back from his suspension, he said already that Draymond had been in the gym, but haven't been with the team. He's been going in by himself. He stayed away from the team. They kept their distance. But he says even when he come back, he don't even know if he's going to come back and just get on the court and play when he gets back. And he didn't say nothing about ramp up time.
Curry said that?
Yeah, he didn't say anything about, because normally you say, oh, well, he need time to ramp up when he come back and we'll get him back. He didn't say nothing about that. He just said he might not even be, you know what I'm saying?
You got to pay attention to what they're saying. I mean, if he's saying stuff like that, then it looks like it might be a bumpy road for him, coming back.
Do you feel like he can help a different team in the NBA? If so, which team do you think, or like what type of team do you think Draymond can help right now?
He's a how many time champion? He could help a lot of teams. Who would be the best fit outside of Golden State for Draymond?
I'm gonna tell you who I said.
Who?
I said a couple teams. I said, first of all, I thought he could help Sacramento because I think they need toughness at that forward position besides Sabonis.
And their head coach knows them well.
Right, so and Mike Brown knows them well. I think he could help Sacramento. I think he could truly help Sacramento.
It's a good pick.
I also think that he could help. I think he could help Miami. And the reason why I say that, here's the reason why I say that, because they got enough 3-point shooters on that team. But if I get another tough guy beside Bam, because see, listen, you basically depending on Bam down there in the post. Bam's playing the center. They don't really have any other tough guy around Bam down there. See what I'm saying? Like, that can do all the little things that Draymond can do. They don't have that. Once Bam gets in foul trouble and goes out, remember last year they got killed. They came and had to do with the patchy head that was coming in there. With the face mask on, the white boy, I forget his name. They were like, they were getting destroyed when he went in the game. So that's why I said I think that Miami could use a guy like that, because you could put him beside Bam and they have enough 3-point shooting on the team where it's not going to kill you to have Draymond out there. Now, some teams like the Lakers, it'll destroy them in my opinion if they have Draymond Green, because LeBron James needs spacing and Draymond Green can't shoot the three.
Yeah, agreed. Talking about Miami, you know who I'd like to see? I'll throw something out there. I know it's not gonna happen this year, but I would love to see a Jimmy and B reunion at some point. Like, I think before it's all said and done, I heard they real close. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what, if Miami needs something, I think. Bam is good, but like
I said this too, and people got mad at me from Miami. Listen, I said that. Hold on. I said what you said.
He should be a 4. I think it should be more of a 4. They need to get bigger, I think.
This man played multiple years in the NBA. I said the same thing he said, and they said the Miami Heat fans said I was crazy. No, we ain't giving up Bam. I said, man, y'all crazy.
I'm not saying give up Bam necessarily, but I think if you got to go.
Hold on. You're not getting
listen, if you can get Embiid, listen, it is what it is.
So we don't say
it is what it is.
Hold on.
Bam,
If they
I'm not saying he gotta go, but I'm saying if it's on the table and you could get Embiid for Bam, I mean, Bam is respect the Bam, but
no, you're not hearing me.
Come on, man.
No, you ain't hearing me, Coach. If Joel Embiid is on the table, Bam is out of there. No disrespect. Bam is gone. This is MVP. This is MVP.
He that.
He's definitely that. Hold on. You don't come across a lot of MVPs, bro. You know this. This is MVP, bro. So it's a certain few guys in the league. Ain't a lot of them, but it's a certain few guys. If I say I get my hands on them, I'm gonna get rid. If I get Giannis, Bam is gone. See what I'm saying? It's a few guys like that. If I can get Jokic, bye Bam.
No, for sure.
No,
I mean, that ain't. I don't think that's disrespectful to say. I don't think that's disrespectful.
I'm just saying guys that are ranked ahead of him right now at that big man position. That's the only guys I'm saying.
I mean, Bam. I don't know him, but I assume he's a competitor. But I think he would understand. Like, listen, if you could get Embiid, you could get Giannis, you could get Jokic, something like that. Like, it is. And that's my thing with Draymond in Miami. I feel like, it's just undersized. And the league is getting, to me, the best teams are big. Like, you look at Denver. You look at Philly, even you look at Boston. I think, with KP over there in Boston now, like teams are tall. You know what I mean? They're just bigger. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like putting Draymond in Miami, I don't see that fit. I think they need to get taller. For real, for real.
Are they gonna blackball? Are they gonna blackball? Draymond Green if he gets in trouble again, in your opinion?
He gonna have a rough go if he gets in more trouble, for sure. I ain't gonna say blackball. I ain't gonna say I'm not one to be like, oh, he's out the league and all this.
I ain't asking you. I ain't asking you what you think that you would do. I'm saying, do you think?
I think it's gonna get very bumpy for him if he gets in more trouble. Yeah, I think so.
Colt, let me ask you this question. Talking about another guy who's had a little rough time, but you know, we spoke about him before you had your little departure, but now you're back. Ja Morant, bro. Do you think?
I love to see it.
I love him. No, but I'm saying, do you think he can get Memphis into the play-in at least?
Shit, at this rate, you know what I mean? Like it's looking like it. What is he? 5 or 6, something like that at the last few games.
You know, he got a bet. It's like 4-2.
No, he for sure got 5 because he was 4 at one point. He just won.
Yeah, they won again last night. But they lost 2. They lost 3 because he got sick. Remember, one of the games he didn't play because he got sick.
So with him on the floor since he's come back, I mean, they've been playing really well. I say that. You know what I mean? Right. Whatever the numbers, I don't got the numbers in front of me, but yeah, I think it's possible. I had to look at the numbers as far as to see how far it would be but to get the 10 spot, Ja, you know, I wouldn't put it past him. They got good pieces.
Right. So you think he could just go on that run, make up those 5 or 6 games that's ahead of them, and get into the play-in? Yeah,
play-in, and then it's one game. Then that's all you got to do.
Bro, listen, I'm telling cats, they get into the play-in, bro.
That's a tough out. That's a tough out. You do not want to see them in the play-in.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, no, forget the play-in. If I'm in the playoffs and they get into the 7th or 8th seed,
facts.
I gotta play them in the first round. I don't want to play them in the first round, bro.
That's facts. Because they're gonna be riding on a wave. You know, they're gonna feel super confident. They're gonna know why they're in the 7th, 8th seed is not who they really are. So, and they're young. You know, those young teams that they riding off of confidence. It's very tough. I mean, it was tough to get them out. You know, the last few years actually. You know what I mean? So, I think he's
they had injuries.
Super talent. Exactly, right? So, you know, he's super talent. Man, I think it's gonna be really, really interesting in the second. I think they're gonna make it into the play-in. I think that's happening.
Colt, do you think that if there were more vets, because at first they was talking about, listen, let me say this. Listen, first they were talking about it wasn't like first they were saying they didn't need no vets. This is what Memphis was saying at first when the whole Ja situation went down. Do you think from your experience of playing in the NBA, do you think that if it was more vets in the locker room, Ja probably would have never gotten in that trouble he got into?
I can't say that, but I do think the league doesn't have enough vets. 100%. I think.
I'm saying, but do you think, for example, they said in the reports that they've seen a build up from him of different things I'm saying, do you think if they had a vet in the locker room, because it was a time where they were saying
the right vet helps.
Maybe Melo could go be on his team, and then Dylan Bruce came out running his mouth saying we don't need no old Melo, just that and the third, and Melo told us to watch his mouth and stay in his place, right? Which he needs to, right? Because Melo's he's a good dude. Tell us about Carmelo Anthony though, as your experience with him. People say a lot of bad stuff about Melo, and they don't even know Melo, bro. This is crazy.
One of my favorite teammates. You know, he's a guy. You know, I tell a story. Long story short, I ended up taking a really bad shot in the playoffs for us. Like one of the last shots of the game that ended our season. And, you know, a lot of guys in his position could have been like, "Yo, he should have passed me the ball." I remember going to him in the locker room, being like, "Bro, man, I probably should have figured out how to get it to you." And he was like, "Don't even do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Just you know, you take shots, you live with them. You know what I mean?" And I was like, it was cool. He had my back in that moment. You know what I mean? And that's something I'll never forget as a teammate. So anybody asks me, you know, besides that, obviously we had a lot more moments, but that's just a special one before I ended up leaving and going to the Pacers that I always remember.
Do you think that was because he respected like what you was doing before that? So he gave you like that respect?
Yeah, I think it's part of it. I think the 100%, I think the respect was there, but I think that's just also who he is. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a guy that he know what that would have been if he would have came down on me, or like, shit, that shit would have fucked with me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's something that probably would have haunted me, just, knowing that team and our aspirations. And, but to come from him, who was the guy who takes those shots and was our leader, to come down and give me that confidence that, like, nah, that's the shot you take. Like, I'm behind that shot, and you live with it. I'm good with that. To hear that from him right in the locker room, right when all emotions at the highest, season's over. That's something I'll never forget.
How was Melo as a teammate to you, like in the locker room? How was he in the locker room?
Cool as hell. I mean, I kind of knew him. Now, we didn't know him that well before the season, but I kind of knew him before, him and JR, from being when I went to University of Colorado. I did some workouts. I was always in the Denver scene, so I seen him back in Denver. So he was always just super cool, man, and a guy that I could
so he remembered you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's what's up.
Yeah, and he's a guy I could always ask stuff, coming up, like when I was trying to figure out how to get going, and, he gave me a lot of pointers throughout the season. Again, a great teammate. I got nothing but positive things to say. I don't even know what teammate said anything contrary to. Most of that is just the bullshit media. Folks.
The media. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying, but they
don't know nothing.
Like these fat, overweight, 300 pounds, 400 pounds sumo wrestlers.
The Whitlocks of the world.
Yeah, come on, man. Trying to tell real niggas that been out here between the lines how to do it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Big fat, stinking, sloppy motherfuckers. But anyways, though, like I said, though, dog, Kmart was on your team, right? For one of those years, right?
Thanks.
Shout out to Kmart, man. Kmart is on the. Hey, look, how was Kmart as a teammate in the locker room, bro? Because Kmart, one of them dudes, he gonna ride. I feel like he gonna ride with you, bro.
100%. And he's another. I mean, I had so many dope vets, bro. I go down to J Kidd was on that team. But Kmart, I tell you, one of the dopest things I thought, the first thing, he came in like at a certain point, he didn't start the season with us. And the first thing he did when he got on the plane, that was a big deal to me as a rookie. He took his per diem envelope. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say, but like handed it right over to me, like on some, like, because he's another one that knew me from back in the Denver days. He was on that time. I think it was, I actually will ride with him to some of the games, and he's another one that like took me under the wing. Marcus Camby, Kurt Thomas. There's so many guys. I don't want to forget no names. Rashid.
But how was Kmart though behind the scenes in the locker room?
He was cool, bro. Like, I know what they say, but we had a team just full of everybody was on one page. That's why we won so many games. We was number 2 in the East. And that was behind Miami, like when they was, doing what they were doing. So, Kmart was a great teammate too. Like I have nothing but great stories for all of those guys, man. 100%.
Man. So let me ask you this question, bro. The Boston Celtics, man, they took a loss the other night to OKC. They've been losing a couple games this year that some people have been giving them side eyes. Me too. I'm not gonna tell you how I feel about them. Do you?
Why not? Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna ask you first. I don't want to influence. I don't want to feel like, because I know I ain't gonna influence your answer, but I don't want the people to think I influence your answer. Do you think the Celtics can win playing the way they play, shooting all those threes?
I mean, I haven't watched.
I'm talking about winning a championship. I'm talking about winning a championship.
I haven't watched them lately, but yes, as constructed, Celtics is.
No, I said no. I ain't saying. See, that's the thing. You guys listen.
I ain't watched. I'm just saying I haven't watched the full game in a while.
Hold on. Peep what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm with you when we say personnel.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they got the personnel.
But the way they play, live and die by the three, do you think they can win a championship playing like that?
And that's the way the game is played, bro. And they shoot that at a high. They shoot only one team, two, is really living inside three. Okay,
but that's not true. But those are the teams that are in the finals.
Yeah, but you got to think with KP now, they have a lot of length to play those numbers. You know what I mean? Because obviously you shooting a lesser percentage shooting from three, but threes hurt. And that's Golden State showed.
No. They're shooting the most threes per game in the league, and they've been doing it the last few years, but it's always burnt them in the end. Like when you run into great defensively sound teams like Miami, that ain't gonna let you get them into trapping guys and leaving guys wide open to shoot threes. That's when they get in trouble in a 7-game series, because now Miami, they're well coached by E Spo. They're disciplined on defense, man. They're not going to have guys missing assignments coming to help leaving guys wide open to where you can penetrate and kick. You know what I'm saying? And have guys wide open shooting threes. The Celtics are able to do that against a lot of bad teams, mediocre teams, and teams that aren't disciplined defensively, bro. But Cope, you know this, those teams that are disciplined defensively, that's gonna make that second and third effort on the rotations, bro.
I think Boston's like that, and they're tall. That's what I'm saying. I think they play really good defense in the playoffs too.
Believe in them, dog?
You don't think they play D? You don't think Boston plays D?
That ain't what I'm talking about.
But I'm saying they're one of those elite defensive teams, and they got guns. They got guns all over the place, bro. That's all I'm saying.
When they run into Miami and the Philly, especially those two teams, they're going to get beat every time, in my opinion. Now
you just leaving Milwaukee. It's going to leave Milwaukee off the table.
Yeah. Well, I love Giannis, but I don't trust Dame. He don't play defense.
You don't trust Dame.
Dame don't play. Y'all get caught up in this Dame dollars.
You don't trust Dame, bro.
Championship level defense, bro. And that's my problem with him. He does not play champion. To me, when they lost, the point guard they had last year.
He's never had a championship. You can't even say that. He's never had a championship team. You wouldn't even know.
But you're not hearing me. I'm saying, but I've seen him play defense though.
Yeah, but again, if he's not on a real contender, you can't.
If you watch him and Drew Holiday play defense, it's a whole different type of defense.
Drew Holiday is a better defender, sure.
Right. So no. Drew Holiday won a championship with him. He changes things. Is what I'm saying. So
yeah, but Drew is one of one, bro. Drew is one of one. The whole league, every championship contender doesn't have Drew Holiday. He's one of one. There's not a lot of.
You're not hearing me though. I'm saying, but what I'm saying is this: those games, these teams where you see Dame not even fighting to get over screens, in games where Drew Holiday was fighting to get over them things, he's what helped you get over the hump to win the championship. I think when you sacrificing that level of defensive, because Dame to me is a horrible defender. Great offensive. Horrible.
I wouldn't go that far.
Horrible defender, bro.
I wouldn't go that far.
Watching him on the videos, Coach. Horrible defender on the pick and roll. Horrible man to man. Puts everybody in bad positions. Make everybody else have to help extra. Lose their man because he don't got burnt. He ain't fighting over the screens. So for me, that's why I didn't say Milwaukee, because I don't think Milwaukee's a good matchup for Boston. I think it'll be a hard series for Boston. And the way that the Bucks would have to win is that the role players would have to play great along with Giannis, because Giannis gonna come either way. But the role players would have to play great in that series. And many of the times they played, the role players didn't step up and play great.
I mean, that's a given. But I think you're sleeping on Dame. You know, we're gonna see though. They're gonna be in the playoffs. So we're gonna see.
Well, I ain't saying no. I'm not saying they're gonna be in the playoffs. I'm just saying.
No, I know you're not saying that. I'm just saying they're gonna be in the playoffs. So we're gonna see if it's elite.
For them, they got 3 tough series: Philly, Miami, and man, the way they playing against Indiana, that may be a tough series for them, even though they should beat them.
Indiana gonna be a tough out for anybody.
Talk about that. You know what? Let's do it right now, then, bro.
Tyrese.
Do you think? Come on, stop this.
Don't sleep. You don't like Tyrese either?
Okay, so let's do this. Listen, I think this is what I think.
You're a tough crowd, man.
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
You a tough crowd.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what I think. Let me tell you what
I think. Wally Zerbiak now.
Let me tell you what I think. I ain't knowing Wally Zerbiak. I think Tyrese Halliburton is a very good point guard. Very good point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I don't think he is right now. I don't think he's better than Shea. I don't think he's better than Steph.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think he's better.
That's the West.
Listen, then Ja.
You talking about West? The West point guard.
No. Listen, I'm talking about all the point guards in the league. Listen what I'm saying. Listen. Just peep what I'm saying. I don't think he's better than Steph. I don't think he's better than Ja. I don't think he's better than Luka. I don't think he's better than Shea. I don't think he's better than De'Aaron Fox.
You know every name your name is in the West. Every name.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the league. Listen,
but he don't got to work. I'm talking about the playoffs. He don't got to see them. He's not gonna have to see them.
Don't cherry pick it.
He's not gonna have to see them though, bro. That's the West.
But you're not hearing me. Hold on. Don't cherry pick it though. Listen what I'm saying. I'm talking about overall in the league.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
So you agree with me on those 5 guys, right?
I agree with Shea, Luka. Who you say? Luka, Steph. You said somebody else. I didn't argue.
I said Ja Morant.
Ja, yeah.
Shea, Luka.
After that, I think it gets debatable.
Wait. No, I'm not finished. I'm not finished yet.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm giving you those. Everybody else you saying.
But you ain't let me name the other guys, dog.
You did. You said De'Aaron. You said De'Aaron.
I'm not finished yet, though.
Okay, go ahead.
De'Aaron Fox is averaging like 30 and 7. So
I get you. I'm just saying it's debatable. I think it's debatable.
Okay, so I'm not finished. Hold on, I'm not finished yet, though. Let me ask you this: you think he's better than Kyrie?
No.
Right. Okay. Now we talking. So do you think? Okay. So now we keeping. Hold on. Now we keeping it real. That's right. So
no.
Hold on. So you think he's better than Dame?
No.
Yeah. See,
I'm a Dame guy though.
Hold on. Wait.
I'm a Dame guy though.
I'm not finished yet. Bro.
You don't even like Dame though. So what are you talking about?
I asked you. I'm not finished yet.
So how are you saying Dame? After everything you just said, how you gonna say Dame?
But you gotta stop doing this.
Crazy.
Hold on. Stop.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Let's go to the next one.
You only name one name in the East.
Is he better?
By the way.
I'm not finished yet.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I already gave you 7 and you agreed with 6 of them.
They're all in the West. It doesn't matter.
I'm not finished. I gave you Dame. He's in the East. Let me finish.
That's one.
Is he better than Trae Young?
I'm taking Tyrese today. I'm taking Tyrese today.
Time out. Trae Young took a team to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Respect to Trae, man. Don't make me do this, man. Don't make me do this.
Okay, so
I got respect for Trae. I got respect for Trae, but not. I'm going Tyrese right now.
I'm going to see how much you like. I'm going
Tyrese right now.
No, hold on. I'm about to see how much you like Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's 27 and 8 right now. Is he better than Jalen Brunson?
See.
You told me to go to the East, bro. I started in the West.
I was waiting. It took you long enough,
huh?
But here. Let me repeat what I said. You can go back to the tape. Hold on. Wait.
I started the tough guards in the West.
Wait. Let me. Can I answer? Can I respond?
Go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is, and you can go to the tape. All I said was, Indy's a tough out for anybody. That's what I said. I didn't say that.
I asked you a question.
He's a tough out.
Answer the question. Is he better than Jalen Brunson?
He is not better than Jalen Brunson. It's debatable.
Stop.
Debatable though.
I ain't finished yet. Hold on.
He's playing at a high level, man.
Hold on. I'm not finished yet though. I got more. Tyrese Maxey's 28 and 7. Is he better than Tyrese Maxey right now?
What is his numbers? What is
Tyrese Maxey? Put it right here.
What is Halliburton's numbers right now?
Halliburton is. I'm going to pull it right here, right now. Okay. So hold on. So Tyrese Maxey.
And I think that's a debatable one. Like I don't think you just pick one over the other right there.
Tyrese Maxey is 26.
And I like Tyrese Maxey, but I don't think it's good.
Tyrese Maxey is 26 and 6.5.
Okay, what is Tyrese?
Hold on. Tyrese Halliburton.
What is Halliburton?
Hold on. Tyrese Halliburton getting way more assists. He's 24.7 and 12.7.
Come on, bro. Who are you picking?
Who am I taking?
Don't do that.
I'm taking Tyrese Halliburton. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm not taking Tyrese. Excuse me. I'm taking Tyrese Maxey, and I'm gonna tell you why over Halliburton. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel. Remember, Halliburton got to the highest point that he's been in so far in his career in the play-in championship game. And in the big moments in the game, he fell apart with shooting air balls. He just wasn't there. I take Tyrese Maxey because in the moments, the same reason why I take Kobe Bryant over LeBron James is because of that dog. Forget the numbers. Like when we talk Kobe,
you don't think Halliburton got that dog?
Listen, listen what I'm saying. When people try and talk that, they talk numbers. I don't talk numbers when I talk Kobe and LeBron James. Because you can easily talk numbers for LeBron. He's still in the league, still putting up numbers. But when I talk about Kobe is the skill set, the dog, that extra. That's what made Mike so great too, is the dog. Now with Kobe, you put in the ultimate skill set with that. With Tyrese Maxey, offensively, he can do some of the same things that Tyrese Halliburton can do. Tyrese Halliburton's a way better distributor, but I think Tyrese Maxey's a bigger dog than him. So if I'm in a foxhole and I'm going in a series and I want one guy, I want Tyrese Maxey because I think he has more dog in him. And you know how that is sometimes. Coach want guy, hey man, he got more dog in him, bro. I want him. versus the guy who has more skill. Go ahead.
I know what you're saying. I think, I think the league is the most competitive we've ever seen, like from top to bottom, as far as like talent spread across. I think it's just a ton of fucking talent, bro. So I think Maxey and Halliburton, I think it's more debatable than anything. I'm not really saying like it's the talent level is so close.
But you
over the place.
You put them over.
I would give them the edge. I'm giving them the edge. I'm standing on that. But I'm just. But I'm saying it's not.
But you
that's not disrespectful though. How's that disrespectful by giving them the edge?
No, I'm saying, but but Trae Young has proven more than Halliburton
this year.
And he's doing the assist
this year.
Trae Young right now. Let me see where he's at.
And what's their team? And what's the team record?
Trae Young is 28 and 11 and a half. 11.
What's their record?
Oh, they're right around 500. Let me see.
What's the standings? I'm saying. What is he doing in the East?
Hold on, let me see. I think they have a losing record. Oh, they won. They beat OKC today.
Okay, but what's the standings?
Oh, and guess what? They play the Pacers next.
Oh, so we got bet 10 push-ups on the game.
We'll come for that.
You want to bet 10 push-ups on the game?
No, I ain't been to bet on that game because I don't like the Hawks team. But I'm saying the Hawks got a good win tonight. They have a bad record, but they had a good win tonight. Matter of fact, let me see what Trae had tonight. Since you talking, let me see what he had against one of the best teams in the NBA tonight. Because the OKC's the best and one of the best teams. We're gonna talk about them now in a minute. Trae Young had 24 and 11 tonight in that win. He had 24 and 11. They beat OKC tonight. So they had a good win tonight. So okay, right? So okay, cool. But you're not putting Trae Young over Tyrese Halliburton.
No.
I watched Trae Young go to the Eastern Conference.
Not now. Not this year. That's what I said. Not this year. You won't go career for career, obviously.
I respect the game. No problem. All right, cool. So let's move on. Darvin Ham, man. They're blaming D Ham for all the Lakers struggles, and right now the word is Darvin Ham may be on the hot seat, get ready to get fired. What's your thoughts to a rookie coach who went to the Western Conference Finals? The very next year, he wins the in-season tournament. And now his team has lost some games after the in-season tournament. Everybody's saying he's trash. You got dudes saying he's just all kind of disrespect that's being thrown at Darvin Ham, man. What is your thoughts about Darvin Ham and the Lakers? Do you think that he should be on the hot seat? Do you think that there should be more of a time period with him? How are you feeling about Darvin Ham?
Love Darvin Ham. I think for sure.
Darvin Ham no basketball? Now you played in the NBA. In the
you got an issue with Darvin Ham?
Time on. Let's stop right here.
Yeah.
Darvin Ham was an assistant coach of your team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
Okay, he wasn't. Okay, cool.
No,
okay.
But we know each other. We know each other 100%.
He came after you left. Okay, cool, no problem.
We know each other 100% though. 100%.
Right. Okay, so but from what you see, how you feel about Darvin Ham? This is my first time ever asking you about this.
I think he just won a cup. He just won an in-season championship. What are we talking about?
That was fraudulent though.
Well, come on. People always gonna say something, right? So I mean, like that's the nature of the beast.
But I'm asking you.
I'm not listening to what people say. I'm answering. What people gotta understand is 82 games. It is ups and downs all season long. Boston Celtics going through. Boston Celtics is a contender. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. So you gotta think it's ups and downs with every team. As good as they are, they're gonna have ups and downs. That's just how it goes. He just won the only thing you could win this year. Darvin Ham did that. So at the end of the day,
they've been losing all these games, and everybody's been going in on him saying he's a bum. He don't know basketball. He got horrible rotations. All this stuff. Everybody was playing. Hold on, because you've been in the NBA locker room. This is why I'm asking you this. It's important to actually get the players on the streets. All the guys we're gonna have coming on the stream, all the guys we're gonna have coming on the show, guys who played pro basketball, guys who played in the NBA, guys who are playing in the NBA. So we don't have to have no fat, stinking motherfuckers talking.
No Whitlocks,
man. A bunch of goddamn Brian Windhorst running around here, a bunch of Jason Whitlocks running around here about something they can't understand. So what I'm asking you from a player's perspective of being in the locker room, from what you've seen, your true thoughts on D-Ham.
Again, the only one thing you could win this year, he won it. I don't care. Like that's how long. A few weeks ago, he won the only thing you can possibly win this season. He shouldn't be on any hot seat. That's just numbers, let alone how you feel about it. Like, and everybody was playing hard. Like if anybody watched the in season,
but since then,
everybody was playing hard.
Everybody's been talking about his rotations. They're saying that the players are upset with him. What's your thoughts when people say Darvin Ham don't know how to coach? He don't have good rotations. He don't know what he's doing. What's your, as an NBA player that's played that's played in the league for years, that's put up numbers in the league? What's your thoughts on people who say, from what you've been watching, that Darvin Ham can't coach and that he's a bad X's and O's guy? He don't know what he's doing. What's your thoughts on that?
I think they're retarded. Respectfully, I mean that's probably the wrong choice of word.
I'll say it straight like that. I know, because I agree.
I think you know.
Bro, I don't think players understand all the stuff coaches go through, bro. Please explain this one thing, coach, because you was in NBA locker rooms for real.
Again, it's ups and downs, bro. Like nobody has a perfect season. Even the team, like Denver loses. Denver's a championship team. It's ups and downs, you know. And right now they're catching them on his down, and everybody has something to say. But again, there was only one thing you could possibly have won at this point in the season. He's the one that won it. I think that's all you got to say at this point. You know what I mean? And the rest remains to be seen. We'll see how the rest of the season goes, but you can't put somebody on the hot seat after they just won a championship. However you want to, you could say what you want about it. He just won that. So like, what are we talking about? Anybody that got something to push back against that, it's tripping. That's all I got to say.
Right. So this is what they're saying though. That's all I'm saying. They're saying that Darvin Ham is just so that's what I'm saying. So like,
you know, that's the news too. Like people gonna find stuff to say.
But I want to ask you this though, because this is gonna go. This is good. What do you think about these people, like the Jason Whitlocks, Brian Windhorst type dudes, the big fat dudes that never played on a real level, played middle school, YMCA stuff, that will push narratives saying that Darvin Ham is garbage and that he's a trash coach, he don't know about basketball? You, as being in the league and understanding how real NBA basketball works, how do you guys look at these media personalities that do this type of stuff, that will come out here and say, hey, man, this guy's trash, he ain't this, he ain't that? How do you feel about stuff like that, bro?
Honestly, don't watch Windhorst.
No, I ain't saying them. I'm not saying them in particular. I'm saying dudes like them.
Let me respond to what you're saying. So, you know, I don't watch him, but like the Whitlocks of the world and folks like that, like honestly, I don't have respect for him. Like all I see is negativity from him.
Big nasty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see all I see is negativity from him, and folks that's like that, like, you know, you can't really take what they say serious. You know what I mean? Because most of that is shock jock stuff, and it's just like, all right,
but they'll make it seem like when I say the stuff I say, these same big sumo wrestler type motherfuckers will say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm crazy. I'm a cancer. All of this other stuff. Oh, his opinions are wild. All this other stuff. And Cope, you've known me for most of my whole life. Bro, all I've been around is NBA Hall of Famers, superstars, all-stars, role players, bench players, vets. That's all we was around. Right or wrong. My whole goddamn life, that's who we've been around, right or wrong.
Facts.
So
that's 100. But I say that, I mean, and piggybacking, you know, we don't always agree, but you know what you're talking about.
We don't always agree.
But you know what you're talking about.
But do you respect my opinion though?
100%.
Okay, and why do you respect my opinion? Tell the truth, bro.
Shit, because we done played against each other. I know, you know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I respect anybody that's been on the same grind, for sure.
That's why I ain't got no patience for no fat motherfuckers, bro. No big fat stinking motherfuckers. I ain't got no patience. Bro, you know how I get down, bro. I've been like this shit my whole life, bro. I don't have no patience for that shit, bro. So when people say this type of stuff about Darvin Ham, bro, they don't understand what it is to go through NBA practices. They don't know what coaches may be seeing behind the scenes. How many times, Cope, have you seen coaches make decisions based on stuff that you've seen in practice or behind the scenes that the fans and the people in the media don't see?
Yeah, they have no idea. A guy just been busting his butt in the weight room, you know, running extra, doing all the little things right, and coach like, shit, I'm gonna throw him a bone. You know, and I think let's see what he does tonight. I think that's something people don't really understand. They just go off for like, the names or this, that, and the third. You don't know. Sometimes you in a huddle, you look at a guy in his eyes and feel like he don't got it tonight. And that's a decision you got to make as a coach. That people wouldn't understand it outside looking in. You could just check a guy's body language because you're around him way more than people, right? You in practice, you on a bus with him, you know what's going on in his life. Sometimes, so like there's a lot more. Yeah, there's a lot more.
You with your family.
Yeah, so exactly. So there's things that your family won't pick up on that I will, because you know what I mean? Like that's just the amount of time that we spend with each other in pressure situations. So, you really get to know, what a guy's about. So the coaches are really, and their job is to make that decision. And again, at this point in the season, he was able to lead a team to success. So I think it's unfortunate that people are being negative about him. I haven't seen it. I know it exists because I know it's LA. Let's be honest, it's a big market. So there's always going to be some sort of, it's pressure that comes with that. And I know he knows that. But, it's BS. It is what it is.
Last couple things. We grew up in an era, bro, where they never blamed, they didn't talk about the press and stuff. If the team wasn't doing well, they talked about the star players. You never heard them talking about D Fish and all these other role players. They didn't talk about those guys. They talked about, Kobe Bryant, what's Kobe doing? This, that, and the third. It's the main, it always went on the star players of the team, like the criticism. What do you think nowadays that the media is out here trying to make trades for the whole teams, trying to put things on role players, saying, these teams got to trade all these players to do this? What do you think about this new media shit that's going on that have absolutely, in my opinion, destroyed the game? Because now because I think my personal thoughts is, I don't know how you feel on this, that you talk about the superstars because they're getting paid the most money, bro. So they're expected to do more. When you're a superstar and you're getting paid $250, $300 million, bro, they expect you to deliver every single night.
Yeah.
Right. So, for example, if you're a superstar and I'm paying like a guy like AD $250 million as a team, ain't they expecting him to come up there and put up like 25 and 12 every single night?
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Ain't that what they paying for?
They expect you to put up numbers, whatever that is. Yeah, they expect you to do that. Yeah, of course.
Right. So I'm saying that's your expectation.
Mm-hmm.
With the role players, it's different. They're getting less money. Yeah, you want them to do their job, but you don't have the same expectations for them as you do for the star players, right or wrong?
Of course not.
Okay, so here's my point right here. Do you have a problem with the media now, which a lot of these teams, like, they'll throw the role players under the bus and say, hey, man, they need to be doing this or moving them and who doing that, instead of putting the response? Because back in our era, bro, they used to put the responsibility on the star players, bro. Even if the rest of the team wasn't getting back, they had that on the star players, bro. So, like, if those guys from the Bucks ain't playing well on the bench, they ain't talking about them guys on the bench. They talking about Giannis. What he need to do to get his squad right? They talking about Embiid. What you need to do to get your team right? They're not going out here talking about goddamn the 7-man, 6-man on the bench.
I mean, you shouldn't talk. I think they shouldn't throw the role players under the bus. But I mean, I think it always has depended. Like, if you see if the star player is doing what he's supposed to do, and he needs pieces, he needs help, that's always been a conversation. I would say that hasn't changed. Right. That's the only thing I would push back. Like, I think, just depends on what the star player is doing. If he's going out and killing himself every night, putting out those numbers, and, the role players aren't hitting that open shot, aren't, rebounding for him, getting stops, blah, 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 doing the things that role players need to do to help those stars get over the hump. The others, like Shaq says, shit, it's a what they call it? It's the league of social media, right? So, everybody, you see a lot of people, tuned in and watching these people, and there's a lot more exposure, and there's a lot more quick clicks, and there's a lot less, people are going to say things. That's just part of it with the social media era. So I think that's what comes with it.
Right. Last couple things. Before that game, I still have Shea as the MVP this year. Who do you think the MVP of the NBA is this year?
You said Shea?
I think it's Shea Alexander, man.
They're killing him. They're number two.
They're one of the best. They're
number 2 or 1? Are they first in the West?
Bro, they're number 2 in the West. They're one of the best teams in the NBA. You know what Shai's averaging this year, bro?
What?
Bro, the man is averaging, bro, 31.5, 5.7 rebounds, 6.5 assists on 55 from the field.
And number 2 in the West. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, it's hard to argue that. I wouldn't argue that pick.
Coach, to me,
I wouldn't argue that pick.
To me, that's over. That's over Giannis. Even though I love Giannis, from what Shai's doing with that team.
Yeah.
That's over Embiid, because Embiid has a lot of help on his team still.
Mm-hmm.
That's over Luka, because he's got a better record than Luka in the West.
Mm. No, I'm going. I like that pick too. Who's number 1 right now in the West?
I'm saying that's who I have number 1. I'm asking you who would you have?
But who is? Right now? No, I'm saying I want to know who's winning the West.
Denver. Hold on.
Oh, Denver. No, I thought Denver. I thought Denver was like third.
My bad. Minnesota.
So you already know who's also making the case. If that's the case,
hold on. But I'm with you. Hold on. I'm with you. But what am I saying though?
Anthony.
It's Minnesota and Timberwolves.
I'm going Shai though.
I'm going Shai. But Edwards had a lot of help. He got Cat.
I like Shai. No, I like the Shai. I like the Shai pick. I do like the Shai pick. But Anthony's doing some things.
Listen, Ant-Man still got a great point guard. Point guard is the position is real. I like Mike Conley Jr. I know how you feel about Mike Conley Jr. Love him as a point
100%.
guard.
100%.
Right? Don't make no mistakes. Know how to run a show. All this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Rudy Gobert. Probably won't be one of the defensive player of the year candidates.
No, they got pieces.
Then you got another All NBA performer in Cat. He's gonna be first team All NBA this year because if they keep this up. First place in the NBA. And he's putting up 20, 25, and 12? He's probably gonna be first team All NBA.
These are really good pieces. This is what I'm talking about.
So what I'm saying is,
earlier.
But for Shai to be right behind him.
No, I like, bro. I'm not. I don't have nobody over Shai. Based on that alone.
So you are rolling with Shai right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Shai. I think somebody got to show me that they just flat out just beat out Shai, which I haven't seen happen because Shai's a monster, bro.
It's a long season, though, bro.
That's it, bro. Listen.
It's a long season.
Listen, Coach.
They ain't even all-star yet.
He's been showing you this from last year.
No, Shai is that. No, listen. If it stopped now, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying.
No, it is a long season. No, it is a long season. I don't foresee them falling off.
I don't either.
The way they playing, bro. The way they play, I don't think it's a fluke. The way they play, and the pieces,
I think just watching Shai play, I don't see him falling off from a performance perspective. So
but do you see they got Jalen Williams? I don't see him falling off. Their second guy. I don't see.
I'm not saying they are. I haven't watched enough of them to say that. I just know I'm speaking on his game. I'm just speaking on his game.
I think Chet is going to keep doing what he's doing. He's also a defensive player of the year candidate.
I gotta watch him. I ain't definitely not gonna lie to you. I have not watched one full game of OKC, but I've definitely been checking the highlights and been watching what he's been doing. And I'm talking about this season, but I've seen a lot of Shai. I watched Shai a lot last year, and I was like, he's different. He's different for sure.
Let's get into.
I don't see nobody stopping him.
To the last two things I want to tell you. First thing is this: Kawhi Leonard, man. I think he made the biggest mistake that he could have ever made. And I asked you about Shai first because it has something to do with Shai, bro. I think as great as a player Kawhi was, I think that Kawhi didn't see what the vision was. And I'm talking about Doc Rivers came out the other day and said he told Kawhi, "Hey, look, man, we need to keep Shai. He's a guy." Like, this dude's going to be a star. And Kawhi was like, well, how fast? He's like, man, listen, man, I can't tell you they win, but he's going to be the guy. I know you love PG. That's your guy. Paul George, Banana Clip P. That's your teammate. You understand what I'm saying? Your ex-teammate. Shout out to Paul George. We rock with Paul George. We salute Paul George podcast. Paul, if you see your teammate on here, Cope, you can pull up over here. We love to have you. We'll pull up on your show, too. You understand what I'm saying? That's just a fact. You feel me? Hey, he can hit you up on the gram, right? PG can hit you on the gram, right, Cole?
We'll see.
Look, so PG hit him on the gram. So listen, I ain't gonna say what you think. I think that Kawhi made a mistake, and the reason why I think he made a mistake, I think he should have rolled with Shai, bro. I think he should have just let the team stay. Because if he would have had Shai playing the MVP level right now, bro, picture if the Clippers didn't give up all those picks and everything they gave up to get PG and kept Shea, the young gun. Now, Paul is getting older. He's still in his prime. He is getting older, more injury prone. And you looking at Shea, bro, this man put up 35 a game, bro, MVP level type stuff. And he's leading his own team. What would you think that would have been had Kawhi would have just stuck with Shea?
Yeah, but people would always do that. It doesn't work like that, bro. Like, if there's a whole lot of ifs, because this is one of the things I tell a lot of the young guys, like, you're only as good as your situation. So if Shea was not in OKC, I'm not sure we know Shea as Shea. You know what I mean? A lot of these situations are dependent upon a lot of things, bro. So, you know, salute to Shea. But if Kawhi came and he's playing next to Kawhi, I don't know if Shea develops like that. A lot of that is, look at James Harden. Like, when he went to Houston, that's when he really flourished, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you get your own situation, then you really get to see who a guy is. So I think I don't think it works like that. If him and him, then he might not have developed. You might not see the same shape. So I don't necessarily agree.
I disagree is because of this. I think Kawhi's the type of player you can play your game beside him and flourish. And then with all his injuries, that would have gave Shea the time to really be the man. With all the injuries Kawhi's had, because Shea would have been balling that whole time.
I hear you. I'm just saying, I don't know, bro. Like, and that being said, like, Shea been having a lot of runway for this is your team. It's a totally different conversation to this is our team. And then you got other pieces that came in. They had a lot of scorers over the years. A lot of guys that were ball dominant guys.
But didn't PG do? But respectfully, didn't PG do that too? Like, wasn't he had his own team and then he switched up and then, you know what I'm saying?
But PG was already established. Shea wasn't established, in my opinion, until he got to OKC. We all knew he was good. I didn't know he was that until he got to OKC. Maybe you did. No,
but he was balling his rookie year. When he averaged like,
no, I said we all knew he was good, is what I'm saying. But I didn't know he was that. Being honest, and I don't think if anybody knew he was that, he wouldn't have left. Nobody would have traded him from. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't work like that. So
but they said, but
he came into his own for real. OKC.
Jerry West said that Kawhi handcuffed him on to making that deal. Like, yo, if you don't do this, I'm going to the Lakers.
Right, because nobody could see that. That's what it. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
you think that if Jerry West and them knew that Shea was going to turn out to be Shea, they would have never made the deal regardless.
Of course. I mean, who? Of course. Like, I'm not saying.
I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm saying because
if you knew Shea, Shea was going to be Shea.
No, I'm saying, but you think they would have risked losing Kawhi to keep Shea?
Oh, that part.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Listen,
I don't know
because Kawhi. They said Kawhi told.
The point is, if you know Shea is going to be Shea, of course you keep Shea, but you don't know that in the time to make the decision.
Right,
is what I'm
you're not
saying.
hearing me. Listen, what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying,
but hear what you said. But here's what you ticket. This is what you said. This is what you said. You said Kawhi made a mistake.
I want to give you an example. Think about
Go ahead.
Think about this. The great Jerry West, right? Shout out to Jerry West.
Mm.
What did Jerry West do when he seen what Kobe was going to be? Nobody else knew it, but he seen it. So he was willing to trade an all-star big man and Vlade Divac to go get this high school kid out of Boston.
Yeah, but Vlade was towards the end, right or wrong?
No, he wasn't. He was in his prime. He was in LA. This wasn't Sacramento. This was in LA. Because remember, years later, Kobe and them played him when they was in the Western Conference Finals. He was in his prime making all-star teams. He was an all-star.
I got to look at the whole situation, but I hear you.
Wait, hold on. I'm giving you the situation, though. Listen.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Vlade was proven he was an all-star in the NBA at that time. He was in his prime. This ain't the Vlade that they played in Sacramento in the playoffs when Shaq was dunking all over these dudes' heads. This was Vlade in LA and the Lakers when he was the man, when he was still at the all-star playing all-star level. Jerry West saw what was in Kobe. Remember, Boston didn't even want Kobe. Jerry West seen what was in Kobe. Then, so when you saying that they don't know they see it, what I'm saying to you is this. So you look at Shea, Jerry and them, listen, I'm saying to you, do you think that if they saw the same things, sort of things that you would see in a guy like Kobe, do you think they would have still said, nah, yeah, Kawhi, we're gonna do what you want to do? Or you think they would have said, nah, Kawhi, we ain't gonna make this move. This dude right here, he the deal.
Kawhi had just won a championship.
Right.
So nah, I
They
don't. If you get a
rolling
chance
with
to
Kawhi.
get,
They rolling with Kawhi.
yeah, like
Right.
this is what
Okay,
I'm
I got
saying.
you.
Like
I
you
got
can
you.
say all of this stuff now, but like you
Bro,
got to
I
look at
got you,
things
my
for
man.
that
I
time.
got
I just want to say this piece. You got to make decisions based on what's in front of you. So you can't say look at them now. It doesn't work like that.
No, I'm not saying, bro. You're not listening. They didn't
I
do.
hear
He didn't do
you.
that with
I'm just
Kobe,
saying
though.
you can't look back. Hindsight is 2020, but you can't look back. You got to look
He
at
didn't
it
do
for
that
what it
with,
was
he
at
didn't
that
do that
time.
with Kobe, right?
Huh?
He didn't do that with Kobe.
Who didn't? But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you got Kawhi who just won a championship. Vlade wasn't that. He wasn't just fresh off a championship and asking for another PG. It's not the same scenario. It's just not at all. It's not even close to the same scenario, in my opinion.
That's what's up.
I don't think he made a mistake. I just think salute to Shea, and he was able to
I
flourish.
think he made a mistake. The reason why is that this is why, and I love PG. PG is one of my. I love PG since he was in Indiana, giving them dudes the blues, even before he got hurt. But I think it was a mistake because when you look at Shea, bro, I don't think it was going. I don't think that Kawhi was going to hurt his growth. He's not that type of player, in my opinion, that was going to hurt Shea's growth. And I think that with Kawhi having the injuries he had, it was going to open up more of an opportunity for Shea anyways. Do what he do. And then Shea is still young. Imagine they would have Shea now. Shea's like 24 years old right now, bro.
Well, yeah, it sounds good now, but
I'm saying, listen what I'm saying though. So now if you're the Clippers, you ain't got a 32-year-old, 33-year-old Paul George. You got 10-year younger Shea Alexander playing the MVP level. So that's what I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying to you. So I'm cool on that. Look, I want to finish off on this, man. Did you hear about what happened with Ack, man? The allegations with DJ Academics, man?
no.
Do you follow that stuff? Okay, man.
I listen to some stuff, yeah.
Let me tell you, let's get in the hip hop thing a little bit.
Let
me tell you, let me get your opinion on this. So Ack say that he used to have $1 million in cash in his house, just sitting around the house, right? So he says that he's getting criticized a lot on social media right now because he says that a girl
Uh-oh.
he was basically jealous, he said, or she caught in that he was messing with another girl. So he said that she caught wind that he was messing with another chick and that she wanted to use that against him. You follow me?
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. So he says that he says he thought the girl thought he was going to be ashamed because if she exposed him, she thought that she was going to be able to end his career or something like that, right? Because Ack had some allegations that was against him, but that the police had already investigated and ended, right? So Ack came out and basically told his story. He says, look, I'm gonna tell y'all before this girl trying to tell y'all, because this has already happened. This is something that already happened in the past, already been investigated, and is already over with, right? So he says that basically what the girl was trying to do was expose him because he lives in a house. He said he has a whole bunch of cameras all over his house. He said he has cameras all over his house. So he said that he had his two boys at his crib. They came to his crib with him after they went out partying. So he said that he went upstairs and went to sleep when he got back home because he had gotten too drunk. So he went to sleep. He said that he forgot that he Ubered a chick to his crib. So the chick came to his crib in the Uber while he was asleep, and his boys let the chick in the crib, right? So Ack says he got up the next morning from his, drunken whatever sleep. He says that he got up the next morning and the guys woke him up and told him they were going to leave early in the morning. So he says that they got him up. They leave. And that girl, they told him, hey, man, the girl is downstairs at your Uber. He said, what girl? He said, man, fool, the girl you Ubered here last night. So he's like, dang, I Ubered her here. I forgot all about it. So he goes downstairs. And he says when he goes downstairs, he goes to take his dog out by where his pool area is. He said he noticed that a lot of stuff was disoriented in his pool area, right? So he said that he checked. He's like, hold on, something ain't right, man. All this stuff is just all over the place. So he went back and checked all his cameras. He said he checked his cameras, and in his cameras, he seen his two friends running the train on this girl, right? Peep this in his where his pool's at, right? And he said that when he was watching the video, he said that he saw that it was consensual, that she was with the play. It wasn't no force, nothing. She was down with it, like she was like dancing, twerking, all this other. She got videos on Instagram, twerking and stuff in the past, right? You know how these girls be doing on the ground. So he said that he seen the video and was like, wow. So he said that Shorty came downstairs. He said he didn't tell her yet that he seen that video. But he said that he was asking her, yo, did you have fun last night? Were you cool with everything? He said she was like, yeah, everything's cool. I had fun. He noticed her hair was frizzy and stuff like that and all that other stuff. He was like, word? He was like, so you had fun? You was good? Yeah. She's like, yeah, everything cool. She was like, you got something you want to tell me? She was like, nah, we just had fun. Like, what happened? She said, what happened with you and my guys? Oh, we just had fun, you know. He said, you sure? She said, oh, no, I might have got naked and was dancing for him a little bit, twerking for him or something like that. This is what Axe said, right? Mm-hmm. And Axe was like, man, nah. Axe said he basically just went and told her that, like, yo, you just gonna sit up here and lie to my face like this? Like, I seen you on tape. Like, dudes was out here, like, running the you-know-what on you. So she was like, he said she got defensive and was like, no, I didn't. I wasn't doing that. And he was like, yo, come on. I'm going to show you in the computer. So he took her to the cameras and showed her herself on the cameras. And he said that she was still in denial about this situation, even when he was showing her herself on the cameras. And she was saying, this can't be true. This isn't me. I'm not that type of person, blah, blah, blah. So then Axe says he went here on her. He says he told her, yo, well, you might need to go get tested because they was hitting you raw too. They ain't using no rubber. She was like, huh? And then it's like, when he said that to her, it made her feel horrible. And he said that she was like, hey, she was like in apologetic mode. This isn't me. I apologize. This isn't, I'm not like this, that, and the third. Now, peep this now. So then he say that he's talking to her from text, because after she left, she's like talking to him still, like apologizing. So he showed these texts online. She's like, I didn't know I was doing, like, I didn't know, I'm not like that. And so then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a test. And then she told him that she went to go get the grape kit, right? And I said, what? Huh? She's like, yeah, because I don't think that was consensual. He was like, what are you talking about? It's right here on tape. He said, watch it here. You know what I'm saying? One dude, other dude, do you know what I'm saying? Long story short, he says that the cops come, raid his crib, take all of his video, DVR, all his footage, all his cell phones, everything out the crib, right? The other chick, his main chick, was in the crib at the time it got raided by the police. This is how she found out. The other chick, his main chick, Axe says she took $500,000 from his crib. Took it to her crib, right? $500,000. He said he had $100 million hanging around the crib. She took $500,000 from his crib, right? He said he went to go check his money and didn't, and noticed that, like, hold on, man, this is a whole lot of money gone. No, I ain't spent all this money. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of money laying around, like, you know what I'm saying? He said he used to have money around her in the past. He didn't think she touched anything. So he says he went back and looked at his tapes. He said that she had all the codes to all the safes in the house, everything like that. So he said that when he looked at the tapes, he was seeing that she was putting money in her socks, taking it to her crib. Loads of money at a time, right? Mm-hmm. This is his main chick, right? So he said he didn't call the cops on her. Or he said he called the cops, but he didn't press the charges to get her arrested. They were getting ready to do it. But he saved her and just told her, look, you bring all that money back over here now, right? So he helped this chick out by not, because she could have did 40 years in jail, he said, for that crime, right? So check this out. The other chick who came to the house, I told you that she got the choo-choo, ran on her. She now talking about getting the grape kit. She calls Ack and asks him for the names of his boys. Ack was like, I'm finna give you their names, stuff like that. Like, I give you one of their numbers. You can call him and ask him if he want to give you his name, whatever, like that. He said, yo, first of all, why would I do that? He said, you don't know their name? Like you would do all that with them. You don't even know who they are. So Act was like low key, like throwing it in her face, like really, you know what I'm saying? Like she feeling like making her feel like shit. So she goes and calls the cops. Cops go get the tapes, raid the crib, raid Act's crib, all of this stuff, right? Take all his phones, all this stuff. They go check all this stuff, right? And the cops corroborate Act's story. And they told the girl, hey, we didn't see everything we saw on this tape showed that you were, you know what I'm saying, down with this. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't arrest Act, didn't arrest none of the guys in the house, none of this stuff, right? You know what she did, bro? She comes out after Act told the world about this. He didn't even say her name. He just told the world about this. So his other girlfriend that I told you that took the $500,000 because she found out during the raid that he was with this other girl, thought that she was gonna come out. I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna tell everybody about this situation, right? So Act came out and just told the world about it first, right? Two things now. The girl who tried to expose him, but he came out and told it first. The girl he said it took the $500,000. She's now pregnant, 3 months. Don't know if Act's her father, but check this out. The other girl, check out what the other girl did though.
It's a TV show.
The other girl came out and said, Act, you raped me too. Not just your two friends. You did too. And she said, when I woke up, you were on top of me. That's what she said. So now Act has all these people going crazy on him online about those allegations. And Act has already said that the police have already investigated and they cleared everything. But people don't care. They still like want to bang on this dude. To you, as a guy played in the league, have a lot of money, been around a lot of high caliber people, stuff like that. How do you advise guys that get a lot of money at a time to move?
That's a lot, bro.
Because I
always say be very careful.
Act said he party and drink every day for 10 years straight.
Yeah, you gotta be super careful of your circle, and of the moves you make. Like I don't know how we always gotta show respect to what could have happened. I don't know enough. I wasn't there. I didn't see no footage. I don't know what happened. So I always, leave that open for like if he did something fucked up, then I don't support nothing like that. But I definitely tell guys to be very cautious because at a certain point, when you have a certain status, could be just popularity, it could be money, it could be all types of things. You become a target. So these things are real. So you have to be very careful. You want to live your life.
How was y'all security when you was in the league?
It was good. What do you mean? How was it?
Like, for example,
every team has security.
No. I'm saying, for example, like let's do this real quick. Like role players, star players, star players, superstar players. They probably had their own paid security that was going with them everywhere they went, right?
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Right. So hold on. So how much do the team security, like, where does the team security end and then the personal security begin for the superstars?
Most of the team security is around team activities. If you tell them I'm doing something, they will pull up for you. You know what I'm saying? But most guys don't do that. But they are there and they tell you.
When you say team activities, that's like when you're on the road or you going different places.
Yeah, you're on a bus, hotel, airport to hotel, even game day, whatever, like team functions, there's gonna be some sort of security.
They have armed security right there beside you, right?
I've never seen weapons, being honest, but you're definitely secure. And then there's always usually police. I'll say that, but exactly, I did that on purpose. But that being said, there's also usually local police.
They ain't they're not karate chopping bullets out here, man. So yeah.
No, there's also police though. I'll say this: there's also usually police around.
Right. No doubt. Okay, so now let's get to this, right? So the personal security, they would basically take over. Like if you're on the road, guys will have their personal security fly in and go out with them somewhere else. How does that work?
Yeah, you hit the road. Like some guys will have. Obviously, I won't say names because that's nobody business. But like Certain guys will have their people on the plane. Some people relied on security and just moved a certain way. Relied on team security. I'm saying some people have friends. You understand what that means? And you know they had people with them when they moved around. Some people just stayed out the way, and I think that's always the best way to do things, to be honest. But it's not realistic.
Did you still have? Do you still see guys like? Do you still see non-superstars moving with security, personal security?
The smart ones, not common, but the smart ones. Yeah, I've seen it.
They wouldn't. Some guys just didn't want to pay that money for that security, huh?
You know, some guys feel like it wasn't necessary, and I think it's wise for guys that's moving around to pay for security if you're going to be in a club where people are drinking or any situation where you're partying. I think security is a good idea.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I just want to ask you that, man. Look, I appreciate everybody dropping in for first episode back, man. Man, you guys already know what it is, man. Real Pro Ballers Podcast, episode 1, with your boy Ticket and the big dog himself, Chris Copeland, former NBA basketball player. Cope, we're gonna have a lot of NBA guests on this show, man. Former players. We're gonna get current players. We're gonna get media personality. We got to get Chris Broussard back. I want to finish having a conversation with Chris Broussard because I thought that was a great interview that we had with him the first time. We had a great show with him the first time, and so I want to have him back along with the top media personalities, man. And also, you guys, I pulled up on this show out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are going to see us on here, and I'm going to just give you the time that I'm going to have the shows lined up on here so you guys know exactly what time it is. So now you guys can spread the word that the show is back for good. We're here. You understand what I'm saying? And we're going to have a lot of different NBA guests, ex-NBA players, all kind of stuff, just to bring you guys a real perspective. Coach, on the last thing I want to go, I want to ask you this, man. From you being in the league, the years you played in the league, how much do the NBA guys like respect the media shock jocks and stuff like that, like what they saying on TV, like versus like just stuff that they like, man, like are they sitting there like, man, you don't know nothing about basketball, or they just or like how are they looking at this stuff, man? Like, for example, you got guys like Skip Bayless, all these guys, you know, and then you got guys online that ain't really, you know what I'm saying, like really been in the trenches and stuff like that. Like, how do guys in the locker room feel about stuff like this? And do they talk about this stuff sometimes? Like, yo, this dude's a clown, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, for example, Kevin Durant came online and ethered some big fat motherfucker for just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, just ethered his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, he was walking around all high and mighty and shit, just talking shit like he sit up on some throne or something like that. But he's just a big fat ass. And KD just came down here and was like, bro, your opinion on basketball is shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and this guy tells everybody else they don't know nothing about basketball and they don't know what they're talking about. But the real guy who played in the NBA, the superstar, the Hall of Famer, the 14, 15-time All-Star, told these fat motherfuckers, like, y'all ain't shit. Like, what do you think the real players and the guys' opinions on that? And how much do you think it hurts the game or helps the game to have this type of shit going on? Like with the Jason Whitlocks of the world and these other big sumo wrestler looking motherfuckers that ain't never ever even, you know what I'm saying? I'm being real. I'm not even laughing. You see my face on some real shit.
Yeah, it's funny as shit though.
How are the players looking at that, bro?
No, I think guys, you know, they don't pay it too much mind to, but it's you can't miss it, right? And a lot of these people, they can some of the things they can say can hurt your value in the marketplace. So you can't miss it, but you know, stories turn into, you know, perception is reality in the social media era. So like, it's dangerous. You know what I mean? But we know these guys don't know. They don't know half of what's really going on. You couldn't possibly. You sit at a desk all day. You don't know what's going on in the locker room.
They'll say that analytics, like you play for a guy, and I love this guy that you play for, Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson, in my opinion, was a coach. He's old school eye test coach. You have a lot of guys now that are analytics guys that have came in straight analytics and like destroyed the game. How do the NBA players that's in the league feel about those guys, in your opinion?
I mean, I think you guys respect the numbers, but it is more of an eye test thing. I think the best coaches, you know, you got to have numbers, of course, but it's not. They don't lean on analytics like this new wave. Like the best coaches are still have that old school flavor, the Popovich, the Spoelstra. I'm trying to think who the best coaches that everybody recognizes. You know what I mean? You go down the list. The best coaches are more the eye test, I think, in my opinion.
So you basically wouldn't waste your time just arguing with big fat 450-pound motherfuckers that just talking shit online or something like that. You wouldn't waste your time arguing with them. You don't look at them like they really like. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you in between.
A wise man said, "Don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who."
Yo, we're gonna leave it like that, man. Episode number 1, and we coming back, and we got heat for y'all. And it's not gonna be this later this time that I put the show. I just did this tonight just to give y'all episode 1 a teaser, but the other episodes will come on earlier so you guys can see them earlier in the day, and it's gonna be back to back to back. And we're gonna have good guests coming up on here too. I'm working on some things behind the scenes to get y'all some other good ex-NBA guests on here. So yeah, we're gonna get that done. Cope, man, until the next episode 2 is broke down, man. Hey, I appreciate you, dog, for coming through. You already know what it is, man. Chris Copeland, former NBA basketball player, man. The big ticket. Not Kevin Garnett. Ticket TV, baby. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, look. Salute to everybody that watched your stream, man. And appreciate my brother Chris Copeland for coming in here. We're going to have a good episode for you guys the next time. And, Cope, we will be watching that game with the Hawks and the Pacers. I want to see what.
Hey, 10 push-ups, man. 10 push-ups. We need to bet 10 push-ups, man.
Bro, they ain't nothing, bro. Listen, they ain't. We can do
all
10.
Right, bet 10 push-ups.
Bro, hey, let me tell y'all real quick before we go out. When we was growing up, bro, it was hilarious. Me and Cope going at it, bro.
Fact.
I don't even think y'all really understand, bro. Like we was just cracking on each other on the court while we balling. Like it was crazy, bro. But it was in dope, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, dog.
But it was always respect. It was always
that was some of the best days
of
my life, bro. Is being around y'all and hooping every day, bro. Bro, that shit was so fun, man. I don't know where that other boy is, Chris White said. I don't know where he at. If you see him, you tell that bum I'm still waiting on him.
Hey, see Wise, man. We looking for you, bro. You know that.
Hey, listen, he used to talk a whole lot. Oh, he used to talk a whole lot too. I
hope he's good, man. That was my guy. I hope he's good.
I know that was your guy. He was doing all that talking. I'm like, man, I know he don't want no smoke too. But yeah, dog. Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you, dog. And you already know we coming back, man. So, yeah, make sure you watch that game, bro.
Oh yeah, we locked in.
All right, dog. We out, man.
Salute.
All right, dog. Salute, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming on in here, man. Y'all know what it is. Like, share, subscribe, support the show, man. And this is only the first show. I just came up at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Put this stuff together in an hour, and we here. So y'all make sure, but we will have all the guests on here, and you guys are gonna love this show, man. I promise y'all this. We're gonna have a lot of NBA guests on here. We're gonna be talking some real basketball over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And you see, when Ticket get in the arena with real guys who've been out here in the league, it don't be no trolling, it don't be no capping. It don't be no backhand talks. It don't be no long sides and fake ass looks from fat niggas with titties that got goddamn bibs on their head. All this bullshit, bro. We ain't worried about it, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. Color cut clarity, baby. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.